Hi, YouTube. So I am going to talk about something that I mentioned earlier in one of my previous videos. It's about infertility. So I mentioned that I purchased a product from CVS.com, which is called Stork. And so this is supposed to be at home consumption aid, and it's a single use. It cost I think it cost about $70. I purchased two. I had a coupon, and I was able to get them both for $50 each. So this is how it looks, and I tried it, and I'm going to go through the steps and let you guys know what I've tried, how did it work for me, and so forth. So if you're interested in finding out more about this product, stay tuned. Hello?
Hello, hi. May I speak to Mrs. Suanna Rodney?
This is her.
Hello, hi. My name is Asia Taylor, and I'm calling from the Khaki Law Firm. How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
All right.
Okay, so you're back. So let me go ahead and give you the steps that I do because I am going through my infertility was due to I had a pituitary tumor. And so that tumor is gone, praise God. And so now I'm going through understanding my cycles and getting myself charted back together. So this would be my third cycle, actually, my third official cycle TTCing. So I'll let you guys know what I purchased and what I went through. So I went online and I purchased, it's pregnancytest.com. I believe that's what it is. And I purchased a pack of pregnancy tests and OPK sticks. So right now, I think I have 3 left of this pregnancy test, and I think the pack came like 20, or is it 25? I think it's 20 or 25, and also for OPK sticks too. There's a package, there's a bundle that they sell online. It's super cheap. It's probably about 15 bucks for this together. And you get this amount of pregnancy tests and also OPK sticks. So I just wanted to show you what the writing is on us. This is the OPK sticks, and it just basically reads as such. It's basically BFP, and it tells you, it kind of lets you know when it is an actual positive for ovulation. So this is basically used to guesstimate your ovulation. The app that I use is Fertility Friends, and once I get a positive, it actually calculates. It actually guesstimates my ovulation. But once I do the test and it's confirmed that it goes through, and it lets me know when I should ovulate and the best time to actually do baby dance. So it's called Fertility Friends. It's an app that I have on my phone. Also, this is what I'm going to show you guys my OPK stick for when I'm a positive. This is how the stick looks. You're not going to really be able to pick up the reading because my computer camera is not focusing, but I'm going to take a picture of it, and you can see actually the strength to when it becomes positive. So when this cycle or last cycle, what I did, I took my OPK when my ovulation, so leading up to ovulation, to pinpoint exactly when I ovulated. And also what I did for this cycle as well, I purchased something from Walgreens. It's called Pre-Seed. And so this is the Pre-Seed, and it actually came with 6 applicators. And basically, the way how it's used, or the way how I use it, I could show you the applicator. So these are the applicators. It's kind of like a little plunger. And it says that you should use about a gram. It's very, it's a lot of lubricant. So what I did, I used, basically, if you could see how it is, kind of really jelly. And you screw it on actually to the tip of the applicator. And so it could basically kind of hang together because it kind of screws on. And I push, actually, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I push it up to, so I push it up to the point where it says a gram. So you could actually just push it in, push the top until it gets to like 1 gram. And yes, you can see this is where the 1 gram is. And at the bottom, you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but that's about as much of the gel that's in there. You can push it up or down, but you know, if you just want, so it slides back down very easily. So if you push it up to the mark that you need, which is usually what I use was 1 gram, and just basically tilt it and start unscrewing it, and keeping it kind of tight because it does screw back down. And so this is the amount that is basically about 1 gram, if you can see it. And oh, it's very gooey. So I'll put that aside there. So this is what it is. It's, let me put a cap back on. So it's pre-seed. And it's used for trying to get pregnant. And so I use that as well. Then this, because it's so lubricant, you know, it's a lot, it's real loose. To expect with this, we didn't do it the correct way where we put the, and that could have been an issue too. But the way how you're supposed, I'll tell you the correct way how to do it. So this is how it comes. I think I showed it to you guys before. So this is how the package looks. Comes like this. It's in a box. So this is how it looks. And this is the actual applicator, and then this is actually a condom, but it also has a cap piece in it. This one, I did not use, I purchased 2, however, I only used 1 because I used it incorrectly. I actually broke this one, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by I broke it. So I'm going to go through this. So this one is the one I did not use because of, you know, my accidentally broke it. So, and that's why I purchased 2, because I was sure that I would have messed the first one up and been super heated, especially when it's time for, you know, to conceive, and you know there's so much stuff going on. So this little tape thing was attached to it, and I guess it's some kind of probably safety guard. Basically, if it's broken, and you know, tamper thing. If it's broken, don't use it or whatever. So this is what it is. You could take this off. And as you can see, what I'm going to go through this in more detail, but I'm going to kind of start with this first because it's a lot easier, simpler. This right here is a condom. So let me open it up. It has little tabs right here. You kind of hold it up and kind of pull it apart. It's not hard, it's just at my angle. That's what I'm trying to get at. So this is basically a condom. You can see it, and just like a condom, you put it on regularly. Kind of roll it. And this is the part in which I can tell you we did not do. We did not do this part. It's funny, I haven't used a condom in a while. So, yeah. So this is a condom. And just like any other condom, you just kind of go and roll. Continue rolling up until you get it on. So this is basically it. This is the condom. And I guess this is where the sperm, your specimen, will be right in here, the tip right here. So the one thing that we did not do is that my husband, he did not wear the condom. Basically, he did the pull-out method and just deposit it in here. So, and within the condom, I don't know if you guys could feel it, see it, but there is a little circular thing, a little container that's in here. And I'm going to take it off. So once you're done and your specimen is already in here, just carefully that you don't spill anything, you kind of roll, try to get this part out of here. So see if I could get a better angle. All right, so the best way, you kind of roll this part out and you start to expose, there is an inner kind of tube in this condom. And you just kind of expose it out, still trying to keep your specimen straight up until you get everything completely out the condom and you have your specimen is basically in there. So this is the condom part, and this is the actual cup that actually holds the specimen. All right. So you have your specimen here. And now it's this part. So the reason why I said that I broke this application is because there is an actual plunger that sits right here on here. And this is the very, very last thing you want to do. Very, very last step of this process. When this is already in you, this is when you're supposed to pull the plunger. And unbeknownst to me, I accidentally pushed it. And what happens is that it releases a launch mechanism that's in here, and it goes flying, it shoots. And that basically part is to actually shoot to your cervix. And so once it's already launched, there's really no way, or I don't know how to put it back together. So this was a dud. It didn't work for me. I mean, this couldn't work for me because I had already ruined it. This part was not shown, but because the spring is launched, it can't really get back in. It gets in here, it sits in here, and when the specimen is in, you basically lock it up. So you lock the inner part of this part here first with it, so it closes. It's now closed, so it's basically holding it together. So this, and then this part in itself closes again on itself. So now that you have it sitting in here, as it's sitting like this, because this is all attached to everything, then you take the bottom plunger and you pull on it. It's supposed to pull on it. Once you pull on it, it actually tightens this, closes it, and puts it down. But because it's broken, it's not working correctly. So it will pull it down and hold it like this. And so it's basically tight and ready for launch. And when it's like this, this is what the piece, this is how it looks. I'm sorry. So it will be sitting like this and this. And this piece will be taut, close when it's pulled down. And now this piece actually goes in you. And once it's in you, you're laying back. There's a position guide that they have you kind of slightly sitting back. You kind of push this in. And when it's all the way in, basically, there's a little hand guide right here. I'm not sure if you can see. But right here and also right here. And you basically hold this all the way in right here. When you get, what I did, I just put it all the way in to where my fingers stop. And then once that was all the way in, then you push this plunger. Then you push the plunger, which is this, and it actually shoots. I'm not sure if it's going to shoot now or not. No. But the plunger in itself, it shoots, and once it shoots, it launches. Launches right to where your cervix is. And it just stays there. They say you could walk around they say leave it in. They suggest leaving it in for 6 hours. However, I slept with it. And because it has the string part to it right here, you're able to find it and you're able to pull it out, because this part still, I believe this part hangs out of you. So it's like a tampon string and it's still kind of hanging out of you. So this goes right in, and you could leave it in for 6 hours or more. I went to sleep with it in, and I slept for about 6 or 8 hours, and I left it in. They say you're able to do activities with it as well. Just go about your normal day, but I didn't. I just, I fell asleep. So this is what I used. It did not work for me. I did not conceive. I did not get pregnant with it. So it could be my error or whatever the situation is, but I didn't conceive from it. And I also used pre-seed as well. So I tried it. It says it's good for slow mobility of sperm and anything like that, and it didn't work for me. But if you guys want to try it out, it's a shot. I'm not sure what the success rate of using this is, but it's worth a try. I think I'm going to stick back to just regular because I don't want to. It was like, it was too, it wasn't, it was, I felt nervous trying to do it because I felt like I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want, it was so much pressure on trying to get this thing to work. And then launching it, I didn't like the feeling of it when it was actually launched and it hit my cervix. And I was like, look, I have enough situation going on. I don't want to add, any kind of um, infection or anything else. So I don't think that I won't use this again. But that's just my preference. But if you guys are interested in it, have any more questions, or if you have someone, or if you are someone that successfully was able to conceive using this, let me know. Or maybe, my methods and the way how I think about it is wrong. And I just need to, get a better technique. However, for me, as for right now, this is it. I'm not going to try it again. But sure, let me know. Have any questions? Or if you guys have anything else that I could try and stuff like that. But I know that tomorrow, which is the 6th of November, I'm going to see a infertility doctors for the first time at Emory Hospital. So I'm going to see how it works out for us. We have done. I've already last year I did HSG. Well, they basically went ahead and checked to see if my tubes are blocked. So I did that, and they both are open. I did the ovary reserves, and that's okay as well. My husband, he did a semen analysis, and his analysis came back that he has low mobility, and that's what kind of intrigued me to using this because of that. However, we might actually need assistance, maybe not, but with prayer, with God, all things are possible. So I'm just leaving it in the hands of God right now and just kind of see where it goes, because I just know for sure that I'm going to be a mom, and I know that, God has it in store for me. So I'm just believing and trusting in God. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I just wanted to do a real quick rundown of this because I think I initially spoke about it several weeks ago, could be up to a couple months ago, but I never really got back with you guys to let you know how it worked for me or if it worked for me, which it didn't. So any questions, let me know. Thanks. Ta-ta for now. Bye.